Um, for example, if there's a young lady watching right now, what are some red flags or things that she needs to look into about that man that she's gonna marry regarding finances?
First is how the idea of money, like how does a person perceive money? Is it like a way to control somebody?
There's a bravado people place in, especially when they're courting, to show that they're good and capable. When in marriage you find that they're not, that comes with a level of disappointment.
I mean, who doesn't want a rich husband?
Joanne one day told me, I owe you money.
When?
He said, hey, remember I gave you that that 80K? I was like, yo.
When?
We'll keep that for after, right?
Yeah.
Joanne, seriously?
When?
You said pay me back.
80,000 shoes?
I don't know what the call. I remember. I put it in my head. I said,
You remember, but you don't remember the amount.
I don't remember the amount.
And money can buy happiness. Money is nice. And so when you have a goal of going somewhere and someone is literally just destroying and sitting on your plans, it can feel like an enemy.
You guys are in a relationship, you're dating, and she's asking you to pay for her bills, and it's like an expectation. I've seen this before. It's like a what? Expectation, because what? She gave it out, or she's sleeping with you. So it's like a prostitute, but in the guise of a relationship, because she calls you baby and she calls you honey, but really she's a prostitute.
I don't have hair money. I don't have nail money. I need money for
Right?
rent. I need this. That's a transactional relationship.
My brother, that is a red flag. And you dig it or you don't dig it, but this is what? Who I am.
You might not dig the gold, but you can dig some.
Now, another red flag.
That was a funny joke.
I didn't get it.
Gold digger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone's going gold right now.
Yeah. Guys, welcome back to Jay and Joe Show. Today we're going to talk about something special. We're still talking about the money because it looks like it's such an important topic.
As we said before, money matters. The number one reason for divorce in marriages is not unfaithfulness, is not in-laws, is not children, and
low sex drive.
Low sex drive. No, the number one issue for divorce in marriage is the money. And people don't talk about money a lot. You know, there's a story I heard of this lady. She had a lot of debt, and she married a man, and the man had no idea about the debt that she had. Ooh. And they got married, and eventually he found out she has a lot of money that she owes, and because they're married, they joined in the eyes of the government. He had to pay also that money too, and so it was such a setback. It was such a betrayal. So you got to find ways to talk about these things. I want to talk to you people who are engaged, you people who are thinking about money. You got to find out what kind of money does this man have or this woman have, and how does she use that money. I think that's really important. But is that the topic for today?
That is the topic for today, I guess.
That's part of the topic for today. How do we talk about money before, in marriage, and after marriage?
Definitely before. I feel like when we talk about marriage, scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money, not the love of lust, not the love of whatever. Once people want money, money pushes them to do things that are kind of away from their character. Money exposes what character is already bubbling underneath the whole pretty makeup and nice smile, whatever. The love of money really brings out money. A lot of money or less of it, whatever it is, brings out character. And so before, if you want to marry somebody, to really know what character they are, or what character they really have, I think it's how they possess money, how they act around money, what it is. Does money change them or does it keep them the same? How they when
that's
money
good.
is still here?
Now, Joanne, when we're still dating, Joanne, let me tell you something. I did a lot to show you that I had money.
But you did not have money. I mean, even a baby could see right through it.
No,
Oh yeah.
That's all baloney.
Oh yeah.
Join out. Your boy
Josh.
flying all the way out to
No,
the village.
that was like the
South
beginning.
Dakota?
That was the beginning, and then the we had a swindler.
Who's a swindler? Excuse
No,
me.
I'm saying no. I don't know what took your money, but the money went.
The money was, I put it on my, different projects,
Yeah.
and people who lie
The
about
money was swindled.
they lie about money because
Yeah.
they want to show something that they're not. Eventually gonna be found out. So I remember
Oh yeah, college hit. That's
college
what
hit.
happened.
Yeah, college hit. The money was going to school
Yeah.
fees. Now listen, I
And you
remember,
stopped really
and I stopped
working.
working.
Yeah.
But listen, what was I gonna say? Ooh, it was so good. It was so good.
I was showing you the money. You were showing me
Oh
the
yeah,
money.
spring break.
You really love clapping.
Spring break.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the church.
Okay.
Hallelujah. Anyways, spring break. Joanne came with Debbie to the house. I put aside money I've been saving. I saved a lot of money in that time. I said, when she comes, because I'm still courting, I'm courting her. Courting.
Courting.
And I'm trying to make her like me. So I was like, when she comes, I'm gonna show what I got. Made sure she had everything, groceries. I paid for the house to be cleaned. I actually cleaned up most of it too. Movies, her and Debbie, food, gas, dates. Went on dates, went roller skate. I mean, we had a great time. But she did not know that that's not how we live every day. I remember a time in college, university, a friend of mine, I won't say his name, but you know him.
Of course, I know all your friends.
You don't know
Keep
him.
going.
No, you didn't know my friends in college. You came after
Okay.
my college experience.
The actual friends I know. But keep going.
Anyways, college friend of mine, he's like, yo, bro, let me borrow your car. I said,
I think
what's up?
you've told your story on here.
No, not on here. It was someone else.
Okay.
I said, what's up? And he's like, I got this cute girl, Victoria. I was like, dang, Victoria. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to take her on a date. Can I borrow your car? And I was like, sure, you can. And he's like, all right, bet.
You wreck, you buy.
You break it, you buy it. That's my rules. I bet. So this man worked a lot of hours, a lot of months, saved up the money, borrowed my car,
For this
borrowed like
moment.
the clothes, put on nice shoes. Everything was great. I mean, took her to a very expensive place, balled out, and she's like, she had a great time, and he's telling me all about it. Then he's like, at the end of the day, she's like, man, this was such an amazing time.
Can we do
can't
it
wait to
again?"
do it again. Unfortunately, the money's not there, and so there's a bravado people place in, especially when they're courting, to show that they're good and capable. When in marriage you find that they're not, that comes with a level of disappointment.
I mean, who doesn't want a rich husband?
Yeah, I mean, especially, can I say this?
Yeah.
Women, men, we don't care about like finances or the statuses of women. Like if the women are rich or
You'll be very surprised.
I'm telling you.
Majority doesn't. Let's say that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, statistically,
The right men in the mind.
Men do not usually care about what family she's in, what house she drives, what car she drives, all these things. Statistically speaking, men do not generally care about these things. I'm telling you.
Oh, should not.
They do not. They don't. I'm telling you. You're thinking in a different way. You're thinking like a woman. Men do not care. What do we care about? How you look, girl. Are you fine? How can I present you before people? When I bring you out, are people gonna be like, yo, that's a man because he brought that girl into this place, right? So you have to have the capacity to make a man proud, that when he looks at you, he sees beauty, because men fall in love with what they see. Now, women on the other hand, they fall in love with men that provide that give the ability to show.
They have the ability
To what? To provide.
Yeah.
So the attractiveness of a man is based on his ability to provide. That's why young men are not very attractive. It's the older men, like you get into your 30s and your 40s, that's when you start to get into your prime. Yet women are more in their prime, in their 20s.
Attraction is very subjective in this matter.
No, I'm telling you.
Because I saw an 80-year-old with like a 20-something-year-old. That does not scream attraction.
No. It does. It's very attractive. Let me tell you why. Who was the 80-year-old?
The man.
Of course. So the lady is attracted to him for some reason.
Not attracted. He wants attraction.
She is attracted to him. That is a defining character of whether a woman will be with a man is based on the ability to provide and secure her future. So even if he's very ugly, there's not, that's not what a woman looks at in terms of this one is what I will pursue. She was going to look at what? Can he provide?
Can he manage me?
Can he manage
Can
my
he
taste?
handle?
Did I manage you?
Can he handle?
So this is what it is. So what we have is a lot of men put out an image of financial ability,
A facade
that they do not have, and eventually it gets tremendously disappointed because she attracts a woman, but the woman comes to find out there's a lot of debt, there's a lot of different issues, no financial ability to save and to steward and to build, and that causes a lot of clashes.
So
What do you
back to
think
this
about-
person who borrowed a lot of money and the husband found out. What was the end of the story?
I actually do not know the end of the story.
It was just like, whoa, sorry.
It caused a lot of issues in the
Yeah.
marriage because the man was betrayed. A lot of hurt went into that because your bills become my bills. So imagine it doesn't.
But that was the point of getting married. Your baggage is my baggage.
No, it's not the
No?
point. It comes across even in certain terms, and some people they see it even as a worse thing than being cheated on.
I see.
Depending on how much the person cares about their finances.
And if they were upfront about it.
Exactly.
But based back on when should we talk about this? Because the actual.
But you asked me a question. You haven't.
Okay.
The betrayal aspect of the fact
Yeah.
is that financial trust, like I can trust
Betrayal.
you. Financial betrayal, it hits deep, and it's more drastic than what people imagine.
Can you shed a light?
I've just said it. Financial betrayal hits deeper.
Yeah, what
than
does it? What are the consequences of financial betrayal?
The same as intimacy betrayal. You lose trust.
Of course.
You lose ability to have intimacy because, of course, when trust is broken, the whole marriage can't stand. And then there is like depression. I mean, you're sad because now imagine you have a plan for your life, and now there's a whole hunker down. Look, there's a, what you call it, resentment. There's why did I make such a bad decision? Look at the person that I'm with. She's literally dragging me down. Like literally, financially, she's literally what? Dragging me down.
And because money literally solves problems and makes you, I mean, people say,
they had to sell.
Look, money doesn't buy happiness. I have to agree. Money doesn't buy. Money buys happiness. It can buy happiness. What it's not gonna buy is joy. Listen, it's joy because joy comes from the Lord.
Okay.
I mean, it's the fruit of the Spirit, and happiness is temporary, right? And money can buy happiness. Money is nice, and so when you have a goal of going somewhere, and someone is literally just destroying and sitting on your plans, it can feel like an enemy.
Yeah, because remember, these guys had to sell their car.
Yeah.
They had literally go backwards in order to make things
because
work.
of a decision that someone made.
And the thing about it is because of the commitment that he
Yeah.
made to her, right? He can't just leave her to pay those bills by himself. So he had to take it on.
Yeah.
And he had to sell the things that he had
Yeah.
planned for and stuff like that. So that kind of betrayal
Yeah.
is drastic. What are some red flags? For example, if there's a young lady watching right now, what are some red flags or things that she needs to look into about that man that she's going to marry regarding finances?
First is how the idea of money, like how does a person perceive money? Is it like a way to control somebody? Is it there, like, I know money is important, but if it's like all someone chases, then that's a big red flag. Because I know people who proceed with money, and then they forego their relationships, or they make relationship based on what they're gonna.
So they chase money and they forgo a relationship
They
because they're
forgo
looking for the money.
Yeah, but also the relationships they get are also like
Plastic.
what? Yeah, plastic.
Because
like how
it's an exchange.
it's an exchange.
Yeah,
it's a
you get me money
transactional
and I
friendship.
get you looks. Yeah,
Exactly. When you hear somebody always deal, 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 I feel like that's a red flag because I feel like deal money never.
Deal money. Explain what is deal money.
It's like you catch. It's like it's not a set work purpose. It's not something
like
that you're
business
building.
that you're building.
Yeah,
it's not like a
it's
job
not
that
building.
you have.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
like
Yeah.
looking for opportunities.
Yeah, and most of the word deal I think has been eroded, has been constipated, not constipated. Has been destroyed in the Ugandan terms because deal is basically you want to steal from someone else. Someone else is going to cry because of the deal that you're making. It's never clean. It's never clean. Let me make that clear. And so if someone's proceeding with money, that's a problem. If someone is stingy with money, like it's difficult. If you give them money, oh, you gotta pay me back. Oh, like.
They're not generous.
They're not generous.
If someone's like, pay me back, like, how is Joanne going to pay me back?
Yeah.
Joanne one day told me I owe you money.
When?
He said, hey, remember I gave you that that 80K? I was like, yo.
When?
We'll keep that for after record.
Yeah.
Joanne, seriously?
When?
You said pay me back.
80,000 shillings?
I don't know what the cost. I remember. I put it in my head. I said,
You remember, but you don't remember the amount.
I don't remember the amount. I don't remember the time, but I remember I put it in. I saved it. I said,
well,
hey,
I must have been going through a long.
if
whatever.
I have to pay you back.
No, we're gonna talk about budgeting. We're gonna talk about budgeting because once I release money, it's an end. Like I'm done, and I put it in a compartment. And so once you come and I have to make moves for you.
I had to pay her back.
Anyways, but
another red flag.
Yes, please.
If you're a man and you guys are starting a relationship and she is asking for you to pay her bills. Listen, yes, you are the provider, but you're not her provider yet because you're not married to her. And initially, you guys are in a relationship, you're dating, and she's asking you to pay for her bills, and it's like an expectation. I've seen this before. It's like a what?
Expectation.
Expectation, because what? She gave it out or she's sleeping with you.
Yeah.
So it's like a prostitute, but in the guise of a relationship, because she calls you baby and she calls you honey. But really, she's a prostitute.
I don't have hair money. I don't have nail money. I need money for rent.
I need my
I
nails.
need this. That's a transactional relationship.
My brother, that is a red flag.
Flag.
She don't love you. You're like the 80-year-old with that 20-year-old.
Yeah.
You're very attractive, but you don't have love.
Yeah.
Just like how men will see a girl and say, you're very attractive, but I don't love you.
Yeah.
So that's a major red flag. For all my young men that are making money, moving things, you get a girl, try to be as broke as ever. Not to be stingy, but don't try and pay for her bills. Like when you're taking out on a date, that's your responsibility. Pay for that bill. But when it's like, babe, I need you to get me, and it's not, she's the one requesting. It's not you doing it. She doesn't have that responsibility for herself to do it for herself. Man, that's a major red flag.
You know what I think another major red flag for men is?
Uh-huh.
There's men who want to live a life that they cannot afford. So they're going to borrow money to buy an iPhone. They're going to rent a car, ask a friend for a car because they want to pick you up. I know girls are going to fall for the car picking up, whatever, because they think, no, listen, because, oh, he's picking me up. He doesn't want me to take an Uber or whatever. But it's still not his car. And when
dealing with reality,
we're dealing with reality. How long is it gonna last, my girl? How long is it gonna last? Like, let's actually face reality. He does it once, then twice, then whenever. Then when you get married, what's gonna happen? I feel like I appreciate people who know exactly where they are and build together. Like he said, if a woman is transacting from you, they do not value your money because your money has to be building something for both of you. And so that is a major red flag for me. Like, someone needs to check it into reality and say, I can't afford, if it's getting an Uber, getting him an Uber. If you're gonna take her and eat a Rolex out once in a while, maybe take her to a fancy restaurant, whatever you can afford, whatever you can keep up with is what you need to do. But if you're breaking the bank to impress somebody and you cannot keep up with that lifestyle, I feel like that's a red flag. And
It's
I've
a
seen
big red flag. Let me tell you.
What's that?
I've seen it a lot in the back, and it backstabs you.
Yeah.
It's like it
Yeah.
comes back and bites you. Listen,
Yeah.
what I know, what I've seen.
Dang, this is serious.
Somebody that does not have money, but they want the high life, but they cannot afford it. And so they bring you into that delusion. So when you marry or when you date this person, you're in a delusion. You're not in reality. Everything that you see is not real.
He's lying to you.
I would rather someone be broke
Yeah, and real.
and own it and say, babe, this is not, I don't have that. This is what I got. And this is who I am. And you dig it or you don't dig it, but this is what? Who I am.
You might not dig the gold, but you can dig some.
Yeah. Now, another red flag.
That was a funny joke.
I didn't get it.
Gold digger.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's going gold right now.
Yeah, that was fire.
Okay. Listen, another red flag that I know
Yeah.
is someone not being open with their finances. As Joanne was talking about before marriage, you have to let someone know that you're intending on getting married, what kind of money you make. And people say, no, my money. No, if you're trying to get married. Maybe if you're dating and you know you're playing around with that what is it? Manawa banding. If you know you're just playing around with that girl, that guy, don't need to let them know that information. But if you're serious, and this is a serious channel, right? This is a serious channel. So
no games here, okay?
right? We're talking about marriage. If you're serious about getting married, before the wedding, y'all need to know exactly what kind of money is coming in.
Yeah.
I'll save you. And it's not for control or whatever. It's just so that there is clarity.
Yeah.
We can live in reality.
Transparency.
Because remember, your money is my money. When we are married, I should not have control over the money for myself. It is our money. Just take it there. And you can go and say, okay, this is how we're going to act. This is how we're going to spend. This is who's going to control which account. I can understand that. But initially, we should have an understanding that for the rest of our lives, this is the kind of money we're making. This is the kind of money we're spending. But you know, people, they will never let you know how much they have. That's a red flag. And you're trying to get married next week, but you don't know what kind of money your fiance has.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen this. Like a friend of mine who was getting married, to this day, is lying about the kind of money he makes to his girl.
It's like marrying someone with one foot in and one foot out.
To this day, the girl has no idea what the man is making, and she wouldn't mind. But he has an elevated account or number that he has
Maybe
purposely...
he wants to surprise her one day with a house.
No! Listen. He has an elevated number that he has calculated into making her believe he has when he has significantly less.
Oh, that's different.
That is different. So he did not out and go and tell her, this is how much I have. But like somehow in the talks and negotiations and
she's
the way because let me tell you, man, there's no woman that does not look at your money. She looks at how you spend. She looks at what you dress. She looks at this is how women are. And it's not a bad thing. Okay, that's how God created them. They need to take care and they need to be provided for. So that's their level of attraction.
We'll know when you have money and when you don't.
So for him, he knew that, and so he has used his different ways to make us seem like he has a lot of money when he really don't. I told that brother, eventually it's gonna blow up in your face. Better find a way to just be open about it, because so eventually.
If you can't be real about money, what more would you be?
Might be hiding many other things.
Because love of money, the character that money exposes, guys, is who you really are.
Yep.
That's who you really are. You know why? Because deep down, can I start preaching?
Preach. Preach.
Can I start preaching? Who you really are is what money exposes. Or what money, the character that money exposes is really who you really are. Because Judas Iscariot was all acting nice and sweet and, loyal.
Holy.
Until the silver came in and, until the coins. And once he tasted that money and he was promised that money, he had to give Jesus up in a heartbeat. It's not that he wouldn't have but he would either way. Like, it was deep down inside. It was there somewhere.
Money.
That's
Money.
when they looked around like who would be. Like, the enemy knows our weaknesses when it looks around and says, who would be, what's that word? Movable, changeable, malleable. Who would be shiftable? Who would be most vulnerable? When it comes to money, we need to be very careful because money can really bring down. Money is what buys power. Money is what buys girls, sex. Money is so powerful. So whatever character that money brings out of you, you need to make sure that you note it down and make sure that you take it down. Not by yourself, but by the grace and the Spirit of God.
This is what the Bible says in Matthew chapter 6. He says, where your treasure is, there your heart is also. So a lot of people, the Bible tells us that the heart is deceitful and wicked. You don't know yourself. You think you're a much better person. But if money comes into your lap, you'll find out
who you really are.
Now listen, where your treasure is, there your heart is also. And so that is one of the indicators for us to be able to see our hearts. The Bible says, deceitfully wicked, who can know it? So we don't even know ourselves. But God gives us a clue in that scripture. Where your treasure is where there your heart is also. Where has your treasure been? Is it in your family?
Is it in the tithes and the offerings?
Is it in the church? Say that again louder. Someone needs to know. Matter of fact, at the end, we're going to give you a coupon. You need to sow into this ministry.
Jay and Joe show.
The bishops, the men of God. I'm joking. But what? Is it in your clothes?
Yeah.
Is it in your buildings? Whatever.
Is it in your wife,
where
your children?
Your treasure is, your heart will be also. So that is all that we're going to offer you today. I pray you heed these warnings, you young lovebirds.
And reflect on them.
That want to get married. Check your money account. Matter of fact, bring your fiance and say, hey, I have something I really want to watch with you. It's called Jay and Joe Show, and it's this episode.
Date night.
And be like, hey, let's talk about it. Can I see your bank account?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you. Let me challenge you. Open your bank account to your what? To your fiance or your husband right now and show them everything. Matter of fact, we're going to do that too also after this program. Oh, okay. But we're going to do that also. Show your bank account. Where has the money been going? That is where your treasure is also. So, that is my challenge for you.
Next video, we're going to talk about budgeting because that's very important.
She wants to talk about budgeting.
I do.
But I think we're going to talk about something way more interesting than budgeting. But she might win. I don't know. Pray for me.
I think it's important.
Okay, guys. We love you. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.